Hello everyone, this is Lopamudra Dev once again with another video. My today's video is regarding environmental education. In this video, today I will discuss something about scopes of environmental education. As usually, today's video also I will start with a motivational quote, and today's quote is a very simple and an important one which is applicable to everyone's life. Actually, we all set some goal that we want to achieve. Sometimes we get scared, we get demotivated by failures and unsuccess, but we should not stop ourselves. We should keep moving forward. We should fight against the adversities, and ultimately we should reach our goal. We should achieve our goal, and which will give us a feeling of proud of ourselves. So please do not stop to achieve your goal. Keep moving forward so that you can make yourselves proud of your own. So let's start today's topic. Today we are going to discuss about scopes of environmental education. Actually, in this particular area, we mainly concern about the applicability, like whatever principles and whatever approaches regarding environmental education are discussed, how those things can be applied in several areas of development are the main concern of scope of environment. Actually, environmental education, it's a vast area. It covers wide range of subject matters or issues related to our complex life supporting system. So scope of that is environmental education, this particular subject can be described in these three broad categories, that is management of environmental resources, that means how sustainably we can manage the natural resources so that it can be made available for all of us. Then conservation, how can we uh, protect the environmental resources for the future generation. That also comes under one of the broad categories of scope of environmental education. And then prevention and control measure, how can we prevent the environment from degraded, or it has started degradation, how can we control them. Okay, so these are the three broad categories under which the scope of environmental management education is studied. Now gradually, one by one, in various sectors, how the knowledge of environmental education are applied, how useful the knowledge of environmental education are in various sectors, let us discuss. Okay, first we will start with industries. See, whenever we talk about urbanization, whenever we talk about progress or upliftment of the society, industrialization will always be there. Okay, we cannot, to save environment, we cannot discourage industrialization, but industries need to show compliance against the number of environmental norms. There are various rules, regulations that is imposed by the government. There are some environmental acts are there. There are some environmental norms, all everyone has to follow. So the environment, that is the environmentalists, or you can say the environmental experts, are very much needed by the industries like other employees, so that they can make the management aware about various environmental rules and regulations. They can that is they can that is encourage the industrialists list to adopt some green technologies, controlling pollution, how the waste material should be damaged, that means proper disposal of the waste material, and then the carrying out the environmental audit. So to all those things to are very much required for smooth functioning of the industries, and to all those things environmental experts are very required. That's how industries they appoint environmental experts to guide them regarding various environmental issues. Environmental audit is very much required at the end of the year. The industries are assessed on the basis of this. That means the industrial activities, how the industrial activities has have their influence on environment. This is done under environmental audit. Okay, so that's how the environmental education has its great scope in industries. Now consultancy, I think this is not a new term for you. Those who are job seekers, they are very much acquainted with this term, that is consultancy. But here we are talking about consultancy, environmental consultancies. Actually, environmental consultancies are hired by the government, various industries, then NGOs to carry out different field works or laboratory works, various researches or studies that are required for the environmental impact assessment. I think you have see this EIA. The abbreviation of EIA is Environmental Impact Assessment. So, peoples from the environmental consultancies are hired by the government sectors, by NGOs, and various industries, so that some field studies can be done, some laboratory based analysis can be done. Like a small incident has just come in my mind. Almost 2 years back, one news I heard in news channel. There it was showing that from last for few years the people of particular place near to Delhi was suffering from that is cancer in the digestive system. Many people died in liver cancer or stomach cancer of that particular area. Then government hired that is environmental consultancy to look after the matter, and then the people they did various laboratory based analysis, and it was found that the people of that particular area they used to purchase vegetables from a particular that is market, and the vegetables that are sold in that market were grown in the water of Yamuna river, which is highly polluted. There are so many carcinogenic chemicals in the river water, and those river water used for growing the vegetables, those are sold in that particular market. and it was found this may be one of the cause for the people of those particular place suffered from that is your carcinogenic disease of digestive organs. Okay, so there here also in consultancy, environmental consultancy, there is a huge scope of the people having environmental education background. Then research and development, that is in short we say R&D department of some sector. Here also what happened, the in R&D department also there are huge opportunities for the people having environmental education background, because in this departments there are continuous researches regarding pollution, their causes, their effects, and how there can be development of new clean and green technologies for future was, so that it will not have any ill effect on environment. Then scientists, research analysts, all are appointed in the R&D department, so that such researches can be carried out. So here also there is a that is common career opportunities for the scientists or analyst, environmental analyst. So this is also one of the very common and important scope of environmental education. Now academics, you must be thinking that how there can be scope of environmental experts in academics. Actually, at this moment it's very important to make the people aware about environmental issue from the very beginning of their school days. That's why in most of the countries including India, environmental education become an integral part of the curriculum from the pre-primary section to the higher education. So environmental education is must nowadays. Okay, so to uh, teach about the particular subject, there must be some academicians having environmental education background. That's how in academics also there is a huge scope of environmental education. Next is green marketing. Like I think you have heard, I know you have heard about that is ISO certified products. ISO 14,000, that kind of products are very much available. So these are all eco-friendly products that ensures that using of that particular products will not harm the environment. Okay, so that's how that means people are made aware about those environmental friendly that is products. Like nowadays we purchase electronic appliances like TV, then refrigerator, microwave oven, chimneys. We see that how many stars are there: 5 star, 3 star, 2 star. Actually these stars tell us about the rate of electric consumption, how much electricity is consumed. Okay, so that means that brings, or you can say that increase the electric consumption efficiency of that particular product. So make people aware about all those things. That skilled manpower is required who are having knowledge regarding environment. Okay, that's how in green marketing also there is a huge scope of environmental education. Next is green media. I think you know what media is. There are various magazines, journals, newspapers that continuously publishes some knowledge which help us to know or help us to make ourselves aware about environment. Like there is a very renowned magazine that is Down to Earth, which is published by the Center for Science and Environment, where we can gather knowledge about the various environmental issues. Nowadays, in normal news channels, also there are so many newses shown related to environment to make the people aware. So that's how in green media also various manpower is required, like green media campaign where peoples are educated regarding environment. Okay, so here is also there is a scope for environmental education. Now next is green advocacy. I don't know whether these terms are new to you or not, but these are very simple terms where we can easily find scope for the peoples having environmental education. Okay, green advocacy, that means here like government impose various rules and regulations on the citizens, or you can say on the industries, regarding environment, so that environment can be protected. So whether those rules and regulations or laws or acts where are properly uh, implemented or not, that are ensured by environmental lawyers. They make the government aware, they suggest some new that is regulations that are required to implement for further protection of the environment. At the same time, after making the laws and acts, whether the laws and acts were properly implemented or not, that is also ensured by the environmental advocates. Okay, so that is called as environmental advocacy. Okay, so it empowers the common man to fight against any anti-environmental activity. Okay, they can complain against those person, those who do anti-environmental activities. Okay, so next is I think you are getting the points are very easy, uh, and I am discussing little slowly also. Like these days, you know that NGOs always come up to protect environment. They raise some issues related to environmental degradation, like several, they support several movement also, like Greenpeace movement, like so many such Narmada Bachao Andalan. There are so many such movements are supported by the NGOs directly or indirectly by the NGOs. Now, in government sectors also, actually, due to some technical fault, the video got paused. I'm really very sorry for the inconvenience. So, let's continue. Like in government sectors also, there is a huge scope of environmental education. There are a number of conventional jobs are available in the government bodies, like we have Ministry of Environment, we have pollution control boards, we have various biosphere reserves, we have national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, where peoples from environmental background are appointed, so that all these issues can be related to this particular sectors can be taken care of. So here also there is huge scope for environmental education. Now international agencies, I think you know about various international agencies like UNEP, that is United Nations environmental programs. Then you know about IUCN, you know about TSBF. So these are some international agencies. So they require qualified human resources who are having that means environmental education background to that is what to say, to implement that is environmental related projects. Okay, so they are also the it is also a good scope for environmental education. That means applicability of environmental of applicability of knowledge related to environmental education is very much there. Okay, so this all about I supposed to share with you all. Hope this video will benefit you, and I will try to keep uploading such video uh, from which you may get benefited. Please do like and share my video and subscribe my channel and ring the bell icon to get regular notification. And please do take care of yourselves. The condition is not that good. You maintain all you follow all the protocols of coronavirus. Try to stay home as much as possible. Whenever you need to move out, don't forget to wear masks and carry sanitizers. Keep social distancing in the crowded places. So wish all your good health and prosperity. Bye for now.